Well, maybe not the main event, but we are finally ready to start taking on the 6 palaces in the order they were intended, and defeat the bosses one at a time, replace the crystals in the statues, and finally get this game over with. We've decided to go all the way back to the first palace. I did that off camera, and you will no doubt remember this is how it all started, way back in the early days of these videos. Ah yes, our old friends the llamas. The palaces, if we take them on in this order, go by so quickly. In fact, we're going to be doing 2 of them in this video. So we hack our way through the llamas and the bubbles, which as you can see are still annoying no matter how much leveling up you've done. Alrighty. Remember when some of these enemies were actually tough to beat? Like the Stalfos go down in one hit, and the Orange Iron Knuckles, which used to be like show-stoppingly bad, they're now one-hit wonders as well. That's the beauty of this. You can just blast through this like a hot knife through butter. I'm going to stop over here and pick up the free ferry. If I can reach it. There we go. And hop on the elevator. This time we ride it down. This is a part of the first palace we have not seen yet. And an Orange Iron Knuckle. Again, remember when they were tough? One hit knocks them out now. You probably get through this entire section of the palace without taking a single hit. And, well, once again, we have the mace thrower enemy. Not too difficult once you get in his arc. 1 hit. There you go. Otherwise, it's just a little bit annoying. And 1 more Orange Iron Knuckle. Quick 50 points. And this is the first boss you fight. This boss, right over here, is called Horsehead, for obvious reasons. Anyway, the beauty of this is that when you're all leveled up, he only takes 2 hits, and he goes down. You had way tougher fights than that. So you pick up the key, and open the door. And this is what we came here for, the statue. You stand in front of the statue, and Link will automatically place that crystal back in its forehead. You've just completed the first palace, and as you see, this is the main reason we waited this long. It automatically refills your experience points to the next level, but we've maxed out in levels. So, what happens now? Well, first of all, you leave the palace, and it turns to stone. You can't go back in. But now that you've gotten all your levels, when you level up from now on, every time you reach 9,000 points, it's worth a 1-up. It's worth an extra life. So basically, you complete 6 palaces, that is 6 extra lives for you. And they're not that difficult now that you're all powered up and everything. So we head back to the main part of Western Hyrule. It is Western Hyrule. I get my West and East mixed up sometimes. Back through the cave. This time we head for the Swamp Palace. Now that we have the hammer, it's just a simple enough matter of breaking that boulder and just taking this little shortcut. Doesn't take long at all. Even though these Gorayas and those jumping dung beetle things, I forget what they're called, have their own thing to say about it. Yes, back into the swamp, and 1 stop to, fuel up with this red jar, and we should be okay. As long as you don't get too cocky. It's always a danger when you get to this point in the game. You start thinking, oh, you're tougher than anything else here, and the next thing you know, you're being nibbled to death by ducks, for overall effect. And the Mobies are still annoying, because they just serve mainly to tick you off a little bit. Just over there to duck in on the roads, and anyway, here we are, 2nd palace. Don't even need to hit that statue anymore, because we're all filled up. 2nd palace, and now we're heading for the boss. Again, it's a straight shot all the way down. Take the elevator down, head immediately to the right. I'm sure you remember this. Looks all familiar if you've been following along with my videos to date. The flying dragon heads, as annoying as ever. But with the downward thrust technique, they're not... Well, they can still be a pain in the neck but they're not insurmountable by any means. Once again, when I say don't get cocky, it's a situation like this that I'm talking about. No matter how leveled up you are, no matter how many items you got, no matter how tough you are, all it takes is one hit to knock you into lava and you have had it. So proceed with caution throughout whenever you see something like this, or you could end up taking a lava bath inadvertently. And now a gauntlet of orange iron knuckles awaits us. I can't believe these were actually tough at one time, but apparently they were. Head down here. May as well take advantage of this free red jar and power up. And, oh, I hate those bubbles. Hate them, hate them, hate them. They always seem to jump out at you when you least expect them to, and take a bounce you didn't expect them to. This time, you ride the elevator all the way down. Hello, Moa. And hello, Iron Knuckle. Goodbye, Iron Knuckle. Hey, free magic jar. I'll take advantage of that. Only had one sliver of life taken off, but again, if it's a freebie, you may as well. Moas just keep coming forever and ever. You can hit them for 50 points each. And now a gauntlet of Stalfos and shooting statues. Bust through the blocks. If you didn't have the glove when you got down here, that was as far as you were gonna get. Of course, you've got everything, so it's no obstacle whatsoever. The statues, on the other hand, yeah. Alright, if you keep going this way, you'd find another necessary key. Now that we have the master key, there is no need for that, so we just ride the elevator down. This is the boss level, finally. Nope, the statue doesn't shoot, but the mace thrower is still here. And a pea bag on disintegrating bridges. This is relatively easy to get. The trick is jumping off that lower bridge. Some llamas. And a red iron knuckle with a 200-point pea bag for... We're getting closer. Stalfos goes down. Door is unlocked. And... orange iron knuckle, and a red one should be right around here. Yep, there he is, and there he goes. Alright, boss number 2 time. Helmethead is your foe this time. To beat him, you jump up and hit him in the head. His head will actually fly off and attack you like a Gleeok in the first game, but at level 8, it only takes 2 hits to beat him, so he's usually dead before his head can come back. So we ride up here, put the statue in, 2 down, 4 to go, and the 4th will be in our next video. So let's just leave, wait for that to fill up. It'll fill up with a fight, and that's all for now. We'll see you in the next video when we take on the 3rd palace.